Hey Gearheads, me Gearaholic here. Welcome to Day Hiking 2.0. Today I'm going to be going over 8 essential systems that I like to use in my everyday hiking backpacks. When I go outdoors, I make sure I take the proper systems that are necessary to basically sustain my life and keep me alive. Whether you're out there just for the sheer sport of it or whatever, these systems can help you basically make your life much easier rather than struggling. So what are the 8 essential systems that I like to use? There's hydration, nutrition, sun protection, insulation, navigation, illumination, first aid, and fire. So the first system is hydration. Obviously, water is key when you're going outdoors. Always take water. You want to take, at a minimum, if you're going on a short day hike, 2 liters of water. You should plan to stop every 20 to 30 minutes and take a good drink and kind of rest for maybe a couple of minutes. But hydration is number one, okay, in this game. Don't ever short yourself on water, because once you're out there, that's it. I've personally dealt with people that have dehydration symptoms, and it's not fun because then you got to sit there and you got to baby them, and you got to make sure that you're splitting your supplies with them. You become the first responder in that situation. So always be prepared with water. Nutrition is the next system that I always focus on. If you have food and you have water, you are set. There's nothing else stopping you from making those miles and really seeing some beautiful country out there. Highly recommend that you eat a really good breakfast or even a really good lunch before you go hiking, and take a really good lunch if you haven't eaten a good breakfast. Make sure you stop and get something really filling. I usually take a lot of things like fruits, vegetables, anything with carbs, etc. You guys are smart enough to know what you like to eat. I usually always take some sort of like granola mix or protein bars. Beef jerky is great. There's sodium in there, which is good for your body, and then obviously beef jerky is protein. It's good. It's good for you. And I space my meal out so that way I'm constantly nibbling on something, so that way I'm never progressively hungry at one time. The next system is going to be sun protection. Obviously this is a pretty no-brainer. Wear the appropriate clothing. Protect your skin from the sun. Too much sun exposure, you're just going to be miserable. Wear sunscreen. I usually always carry a very small tube of sun lotion. This is one that I've had for probably 5 years, and I've reused the same bottle over the past 5 years, and it's cool because it's got this little keychain hook, and every time I run out I just take another tube and just fill this one right up. And hats, hats are so crucial when you're outside, so please don't forget your hat. And even something as simple as this is better than nothing. Any sun protection is better than no sun protection at all. I feel like I'm going to Mexico. The next system is insulation. Obviously, wear appropriate clothing when you're out there. Your clothing is your first line of defense. Weather changes on a dime. You can have a sunny afternoon, and then all of a sudden, within probably minutes, you get a huge storm that rolls in. Hypothermia can set in 50-degree weather with rain. And take extra layers, because that is your first line of defense against any kind of hypothermia, any kind of weather change. Just make sure you're wearing the right clothing outdoors, guys. Next subject is going to be navigation. If you could take only one crucial tool with you on a hike, what would it be? It would be a map, okay? Maps they're better than a knife. They're better than any survival equipment. If you can learn to orient yourself with a map and a compass, you don't need to learn how to survive. You can walk your way out. I usually always carry a compass with me. This is a military grade compass. It's almost too much for the average hiker. 2 other really great options for those who don't want a military grade compass. Something really cheap from Walmart. This cost me like 10 bucks, I think. Maybe even 5. I don't remember. It gives you the cardinal directions. It's pretty much all you need to orient yourself. Another really great item is going to be this little compass by Sunto. Basically, you just clip this thing onto your watch, so it's always there. If you can find any kind of information on your location and then orient yourself via map, you have it made. It's gold. The next system is going to be illumination. Or maybe you don't know how long you're going to be out, and maybe you get lost. You definitely want to have some sort of illumination with you. Now this is just a simple headlamp that I have. This is the Princeton Tech Remix. I have myself a couple of times accidentally stayed out past dark, especially here in the Rockies, past 5 o'clock when that sun hits those peaks. It's dark. So make sure that you guys take some sort of illumination with you. I have basically taped some extra batteries to it, so that way I have extra batteries just in case the batteries in this go down, because the last thing you want to do is get out there and you start seeing your way and then all of a sudden your light stops working. That's no good for anybody. So first aid system is really crucial. The reason why you carry a medical kit is obviously the last thing you want to do is get a cut in your finger or your leg or abrasion and then have it get infected out there on the trail. Basically what I carry for my first aid is I have a little pocket medic, and I've incorporated a couple of other things in here that weren't included already, such as a small pair of scissors, more extra mole pad stuff. I think I also added a needle and thread just in case I need to sew up some wounds myself, Benadryl for other people, things of that nature that will keep you going. A small medical kit like this is really, really good to have, just in case something happens. The last system that I'd like to recommend is fire. Fire is a very crucial tool. There's an element in it that obviously will keep you going. Fire can keep you warm. Fire makes you focus on doing a task or a job, which keeps you motivated to live. You know, having a fire is very, very, very important. There are a lot of benefits to it. Obviously, you can cook food, you can boil water. Fire is a key in most of my survival kits. I usually carry a lighter. This is just a Bic lighter that I've covered with duct tape and a little bit of emptied 550 cord shell. I can basically carry it anywhere I want, and it's full Bic lighter. Another thing that I carry recently, I got a smaller version of a fire steel. I don't remember exactly which model this is, but it is the smaller model, just enough for me. I think that if you're gonna be sustaining yourself for longer out in the wilderness, you should get a bigger one, and you can use this to start any fire when the lighter just won't do it. Alright guys, so at the end of the day, basically when you're ready to go out there and go hiking, you should have just a few items to put in your bag. Here's the bag I'm going to be using today, which is the Teton Sport Summit 1500. So I got all my food that we went over already. I have my light system, which is going to be my headlamp. I have my map and compass all together, one bundle. I have my water, medical kits, sunscreen, put it on the outside, lighter. And basically after weighing my entire backpack, it came in at 3 pounds, almost exactly. That's 3 pounds, that's water, food, everything you need, all in one backpack for one day trip, for as many miles as you need to go, as long as your feet can take you. Another great option for you guys, and this is one that I made. Basically, I made this simple little thing, and it goes right in my pocket. And what I can do is I can put my pocket knife in there, and I can incorporate my fire steel in there as well. So I have both my systems, my knife and my fire, in one location, okay? And all I gotta do is stick this in my pocket. Just be really safe out there when you're going and hiking, and make sure that you guys take the appropriate steps. It's always up to you. You're the one that's gonna have to go the miles, so you take the systems that you think are the most important and you make them yours and you own them, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to keep you alive is you. Alright guys, well, I'm Gearaholic. Thank you for watching my videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to unplug and go outdoors. I'm Gearaholic, and I'm signing out. Later guys. Completely different. Okay, stay where you are and blow that whistle like you've never blown a whistle before. Okay, sounds really weird. I have like so many backpacks, it's so stupid. Kit. And just remember, any protection is better than no protection at all. Man, I wish I was on vacation right now.